What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. All right, so I'm actually headed back home. I gave my man David Wiley a ride back home, the chef extraordinaire. Let me give a shout out to D2 Stu, as well as Brother Roz, who have been taking care of fantasy football and the Discord channel. Definitely bringing you guys the fantasy football and educating me some on it. And I appreciate you guys. And I got to tell you, it was great seeing Troy Daniels. It reminds me that I need to start doing, Zoom call streams with channel members again. It's fun to kind of talk to, people and put a face to you guys out there, because you guys always see this ugly mug. I never get to really see you all. So we're going to start doing that kind of stuff again, and we're going to probably start doing some call-in shows as well. Just give me some time to get that stuff together. And Dr. Phillip, man, it was great seeing you two tonight. We missed you, man, but, the season is upon us. Interesting to see Washington backups get literally obliterated. 37-3. I don't care if it's preseason, backups, whatever. That was just hideous. That was bad as that 35-0 to New England that happened to the Eagles. That just looked like some ass. But don't take that that's what Washington football team's going to be during the season, because their frontline guys are a lot better. Although I'm not sure about Ryan Fitzpatrick if he is or not. But anyway, I digress. Thing about preseason that you worry about, rule number one is get out without injuries. That is the key. You go fast and furious. You go right ahead. That's where I know y'all saying I'm driving Miss Daisy here, but Miss Daisy ain't in here. I saw an interesting article earlier today, and it's been on my mind, just hadn't had time to sit here and talk about it and think about it. The article was, should Michael Gallop, or will Michael Gallop take a discount? It amazes me how everybody always says that a player should take a discount. And as much as people say, I want to be able to get as many good players as possible and things like that, I don't think the players should take a discount. Why is it that Michael Gallop has to be the one that doesn't get paid by the Cowboys? I challenge you to show me where guys say, you know what, I'm going to take a team discount. I know I could get a whole bunch of money elsewhere, but because I love the Cowboys so much, I'm willing to work for less than the going rate. First of all, NFL Players Association doesn't want you to do that, because their job is, of course, the Players Association, to get the most amount of money for players. Second thing is anybody else on the team taking a discount? Did D-Law take a discount? No. Did D-Law give money back and say, you know what, I'm going to give some money back? I know everybody will say Tom Brady, gave money back. A lot of times it's restructuring, which is just kicking the money down the road. And FYI, the New England Patriots were in cap hell last year. It was just a blessing that they had so many guys sit out, which enabled them to get back on track. And a lot of that dead money was Tom Brady's. Just saying. But did Zeke Elliott take a team-friendly deal? No. Did Jalen Smith say, you know what, Cowboys? You took a chance on me when nobody else would. You believed in me when nobody else did. You paid me that first year that you didn't know if I was ever even going to be able to play football. So instead of trying to get a whole bunch of money, I'm going to give you a break. No, you didn't. They didn't. Players don't. And you can say, well, that's just because they're greedy-ass players. However, here's what I find interesting. The NFL will make a contract with the player. You got no problem with cutting them. They don't honor necessarily the contracts that they sign themselves. And as far as loyalty to the players, I want you to understand something. The NFL has basically said to the players, you have the right not to get shot if you don't want to. That's cool. That's up to you. But we're going to put a lot of pressure on you to get it. If your team has to forfeit the game because you don't have enough players to play it, you will not only not get paid, you will pay the fees to the NFL to make up for that forfeit game. Mind you, the other team who may not have the issues with COVID, they are ready to play. Guess what? Those players on the other team that were ready to play, that did nothing wrong, they don't get paid. Not even from the other team that messed it up. And so in my mind, I'm wondering, the fees, because that's what it says. Fees will be paid. Well, if you're not playing the players, if you're not using the stadium and paying all the employees that would be coming in and working on that, then what are the fees? NFL owners getting their share. That's where it comes from. So this whole thing of being loyal, Cowboys had a contract with Dez Bryant. And they basically said, you gotta go. We made the contract with you, but hey, your services are no longer needed. So there's no loyalty from the team to the players. How many times have you seen the team make an injury settlement? Hey, we appreciate you. Thanks. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. So back to Michael Gallop, who has worked his whole career to get to the elite level. He is doing something that there's not a whole lot of people on the planet that can do. He has been on his rookie contract, hasn't gotten in trouble, has done everything that he's supposed to do and then some. Been a solid citizen. Why is it that that guy should take less money than the going rate? This goes back to where everybody was talking about Dak Prescott. He needs to take a team-friendly deal. Well, in essence, the deal he took, you'll look at it and say, oh, well, he got $75 million this year. But that doesn't mean a rat's ass. Kirk Cousins has made over $200 million. After this season, Kirk Cousins will have made over $200 million and still going. Eli Manning's made over $252 million. Did Eli Manning say, you know what? I got 2 Super Bowl rings. My family, we're all rich. We got more money we can never spend. I'm going to take a team-friendly deal. He didn't. Nobody does. So, if nobody is doing that, why is it we keep pointing, expecting that Dallas Cowboy players will take a team-friendly deal? Now, I'll say, technically, Dak Prescott's deal is actually team-friendly in the grand scheme of things of $22 million as his cap hit, which is $3 million less than DeMarcus Lawrence's cap hit, which is only 8th in the NFL's compensation. I know the haters will say, well, next year it goes up to 31. 31 in this day and age for a quarterback is actually pretty cheap for next year especially. Take a look at some of these quarterbacks that are about to get paid again. Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers when he goes someplace. You saw Josh Allen didn't take a team-friendly deal. Lamar Jackson's going to get paid. Baker Mayfield's going to get paid. There's a lot of quarterbacks with this new money that's out there that's going to grow. And you can't expect somebody to take a lot less money when they know they can get a whole bunch more later. You wouldn't do that on your job, so stop expecting NFL players that are the cream of the crop to do the same. All right, we will be live streaming the game tomorrow, 1 o'clock. The Cowboys plan on sitting about 30 players, so we're not risking any starters whatsoever. It will be the consolation bowl for players to get that final look at the team and to state their case to being on that team. Oh, one other thing too. One thing I noticed. Now, Baltimore came out in their game, and they played Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews and their starters first couple series in the game. I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but I noticed Washington players do a lot of tackling at the knees. They do a lot of tackling that is really, really low. I don't know if that's what they're taught. It just ended up being, that's just the way those were, and I just happened to notice them, or not. But I'm noticing that they go awful low quite a bit. So if you're playing Washington, keep your head on a swivel and watch your knees, because they're coming for them, dudes. Hope you guys are having a great Saturday, and I hope to see you guys real soon. Peace.